So here we are on to the Envisage realm, which is all about your mental life. So we start off with the rationality power. And as I've described in the little written box here, rationality is all about having a look at the way that you think, the things that you believe, and the way that you act or behave. And looking at whether the way that you think, the way that you believe, and the way that you act are leading you towards your goals or away from them. So I'm talking about things like belief in yourself, belief about the world and things out there. So for example, if you're somebody who believes that the world is against them, that everybody is against them, and you have no particular evidence for that, then you would rate yourself lower on the rationality scale. If you're something who is able to talk about yourself and to yourself in a self-affirming way, then you're going to rate yourself a bit higher on that rationality scale. So this is all about thinking, is the way that I'm thinking about this, are my beliefs about this, is the way that I'm acting about this, is it heading me towards my goals or is it heading me away from them? And the more sort of affirming and the more healthy your thinking and your beliefs are, you're going to rate yourself higher up the scale, because when you have healthy thoughts and beliefs and you act out based on those healthy thoughts and beliefs, then you have a higher level of rationality. And there's no judgment in this at all. Okay, sometimes we might feel that calling someone, you're just irrational, is a bit of an insulting thing, but we don't mean it in that term, in that way here. Okay, so irrationality here would be if you have your goal and your vision, but the way you think about it and the beliefs you have about it and the way that you act or the things that you do are moving you in the opposite direction from that, then that's irrational, okay? So you might want to ask yourself about your thoughts. Are your thoughts generally positive or are they generally not so positive? What are your beliefs about your goals and your ability to achieve them? Your beliefs about yourself, your beliefs about the world, and how the world impacts you. And your behaviours as well. What are you doing that moves you towards your goals? Are you able to do those things, or do you find yourself going in the opposite direction? So for example, sometimes I found myself completely procrastinating. I've got these amazing goals, I feel quite motivated, and then I do something that, wastes an entire day, perhaps helping my son do something, okay? Now that's irrational behaviour, all right? Because I'm not aligning my my vision with my behaviour at that particular time, okay? Same thing if you find yourself always worrying about stuff, okay? That's not taking you towards where you want to go, okay? So we'll look at this in more detail. This one can kind of unearth some of our deeply held beliefs about ourselves, and that's okay. We can unpack those and work through them. So when you rate yourself, as I say, you're going to be thinking about those things. How much do you worry? What are your beliefs like, your thinking, and how you act? And does it take you towards or away from your goals? When it comes to the private reflection one, this is about, think about how much time you have for yourself to sit in privacy and reflect. Humans have to have some privacy. It doesn't matter whether you're an extrovert or an introvert. Introverts tend to need time alone in order to re-energize. Extroverts tend to need time with others, and that gives them their energy, okay? But it doesn't matter whether you are an introvert or an extrovert. We all need to have some kind of space on our own in which to sit and think. And sometimes when we're busy, if we've got lots of friends, lots of family, children to tend to, work colleagues and everything, we find it difficult to get that private reflection time. So consider that, how much time do you have to reflect, and also think about the quality of that time, because that's really, really important. And this also relates to the rationality one, because if you're sitting in private reflection constantly criticizing yourself, then the quality of that private reflection time isn't going to be very supportive of your efforts to live a life that is fulfilling and calm and pleasant for you. So then we come on to stretch, and you're going to be asking yourselves, as I said in the description here, this is about if you participate in things that enable you to grow, enable you to have that stretch in life. So you want to be doing things that are slightly out of your comfort zone, that stretch you forwards, whether that's in, doing some study, whether it's reading, whether it's, pursuing something that just, takes you a little out of your comfort zone. So you want to be asking yourself, do you have something in your life that challenges you to grow? Okay, and again, like I said before, this could be doing some study, it could be reading, it could even be watching programs that enhance your knowledge in some form or other, or a hobby or a sport, or a job that gives you a lot of stretch.